Good evening, bienvenidos, and Yahweh. We are celebrating here in elementary school.
Hola y buenas noches a todos. Estamos muy emocionados a celebrar con todos ustedes esta noche el último año de su estudiante en la escuela primaria.
So some of these fifth graders have been George Giants since pre-K. As that they learn to be safe, are you listening? Respectful and responsible.
Muchos de los estudiantes de quinto grado han sido George Giants desde pre-kinder o kinder y hay algunos que han estado con nosotros apenas este año. Pero mientras ellos recuerden estos años escolares, queremos que ellos siempre recuerdan estas tres reglas: ser seguro, ser respetuoso y ser responsable.
So as your children leave our school, we hope they continue to work hard, have great character, face any challenges with that they have friends, teachers that care about them and look forward to things.
Esperemos que en cuanto ellos continúen, ¿verdad?, su tiempo escolar, que ellos mantengan teniendo un gran carácter, que enfrenten cualquier desafío con perseverancia, pero lo más importante, que sean amables. Todos ellos tienen grupos de amigos y amigas, maestros y maestras, y nosotros los directores que queremos verlos lograr grandes cosas.
But you came to see your kids, didn't you? Let's listen to them sing fifth grade under the direction of Miss Jerry McWaters, our music teacher.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part of our ceremony. We have some special awards to give out to some students. And then when we're done with that, every child will get to come across the stage to receive their certificate of completion. So our first award that we're going to give out tonight is called the Student of the Year in Reading. And this goes to, in my class, Mrs. Fryer's class, sorry. The student I have chosen is a student who always works hard. This student gives everything they have. And the student I have chosen in Mrs. Fryer's class for reading is Lou Joran. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same award, but this time I'm going to do it for the other class I got the privilege to teach this year, which was Mrs. Sebo's class. So the student for Mrs. Sebo's class I have chosen is somebody who was always fun. They gave everything they got, but they also were just really silly and loved to talk to me about their books. And so the person I have chosen for my Student of the Year in Reading is Hayden Hernandez. Okay, the next subject I taught this year was writing. And so in my class, the Student of the Year for writing goes to somebody who loves to write. Whenever given the choice, this is going to choose free writing. They are creative. They are also just a very talented writer. And so the person I have chosen for Student of the Year in writing is Camellia Ward. And again, in Mrs. Sebo's class, the student I've chosen for my writing award goes to somebody who's just a very talented writer, who loves to write, who always, I think the whole year, worked on a free write and always loved showing me their writing. So the person I've chosen is Macy Vera. And once again, you have to continue to hear me talk. So for my last one that I'm going to give out right now is for social studies. I based this one based off of reading, but also off of some projects we did this year. So for my class, the Student of the Year in Social Studies goes to somebody who loved to tell me different facts, who liked to read nonfiction. They also just did really, really well on their projects this year in social studies. So the person I have chosen is Neymar Garcia. I lied, I'm not quite done. In Mrs. Sebo's class, the person I have chosen is somebody who also worked super hard in everything they did. Even if something was hard, this person never gave up. They continued learning and continued learning new things about history and social studies in general. So the person I've chosen is Yami Moran. We're just going to do all my awards, and then we'll move on to the other teachers. Okay, the next award is a very special award. It is given to two different students, and it goes to students who have shown kindness to others, kindness to themselves, kindness to their teachers, and have just always been happy and smiling. And so for my class, my citizenship awards go to Bells Garcia, and Anderson Luna. Okay, I have two more awards, and then I move on to the next class. I'm sorry. The next award is for Most Improved Student, and this goes to a student who has grown leaps and bounds this year. And when I call this student's name out, everyone in my class is going to know exactly why I chose this person. So I think I'm just going to let their cheers and applause speak for themselves. So for my class, the person who's receiving Most Improved is Alex Escorza. Okay, and my final award tonight goes to my Student of the Year. And this award, the person I chose could have received every award. Student of the Year in reading, writing, math, science, social studies, citizenship, most improved, all of it. The student I've chosen this year as my Student of the Year is Jaylene Benitez Ponce.
So we will still be looking at the same two classes, Mrs. Fryer's class and my class, Miss Sebo's class, but now we're moving towards math and science because those are the subjects that I teach. So the Student of the Year in science in Miss Fryer's class was a student who was passionate about the subject, loved learning new information, was always exploring, always asking questions, and this student is Bradley Isaac. The Student of the Year in Science from my class, Miss Sebo's class, is another student who showed great passion for the subject. These questions that this student asked were some of the most interesting that I have heard, and I've been teaching science for 8 years. So this is something that I'm proud to present to Jesus Abraham Barroso. Those were the science awards, and now we have math. So for Miss Fryer's class, for the Student of the Year in mathematics, this was a student who, no matter what we were learning, was excited to learn about it, which is saying something because sometimes math is not the subject everyone gets excited about. But this student is Gavin Sportsman. The Student of the Year for math from my class is a student who made sure that when we did our daily ST math, They were always on top of taking care of puzzles, making sure that they were working hard, and did great in regular math class too. This is Renee Mendez Morales. As Ms. Fryer mentioned, our citizenship awards are for students who are exemplifying everything we would expect of a George Giant. They are safe, they are respectful, they are responsible, they are friendly and kind to their peers. We think the world of them. My citizenship award for the girls is Sophia Nash. My citizenship award for my boys is Joshua Allen. My most improved student goes to a student who went above and beyond throughout the year to make sure that each day was a new day full of new learning. My student that is the most improved student in my class is Genesis Perez Miranda. And the final award for my class is Student of the Year. Again, as Ms. Fryer mentioned, this is a student who could have won any one of the awards from the rest of these, and has exemplified exactly what we would love to see from our students as they move on to middle school. We know they are going to do great things. My Student of the Year is Brittany Tinoco Sacero.
All right, now we're going to switch to the other side. So I'm Mrs. Morris, and I'm going to announce my class's awards, and I teach reading, social studies, and writing as well. All right, from my homeroom class, this person is a vivacious reader. He came into our class in January, and I think that he had read 4 or 5 pages of books. He makes really good use of our classroom library. So my Student of the Year for reading is Alex St. Xavier. In Miss Lopez's class, this recipient, we shared the love of reading. She was always asking me for book recommendations and what to read next. We've enjoyed talking about all of the books that she's read. This one goes to Audrey Vasquez. All right, moving on to writing in my homeroom. This person has a natural talent for writing. She has a, a very unique way of telling a story, and she definitely excels in creative writing. So from my homeroom, it would be Renad Kareem. In Miss Lopez's class, this gentleman and his writing always shows creative and inventive, and somehow he always manages to get a grasshopper into his writing. Noah Lee. All right, so on for our social studies. My recipient is not here, but I will tell you a little bit about him. Landon Robertson really enjoys learning about history. When he learns something new, he makes an effort to let me know. He's always talking about things that he's seen on the Discovery Channel, and we enjoy talking about history together. So this is for Landon. All right, in Mrs. Lopez's class, my social studies person, he had a really keen interest in history. He was eager to learn about events in history, and he was checking out the I Survive series a ton. So this one goes to Eric Laredo Garcia. All right, so we're going to move on to my citizenship awards. The first one, again, as everybody says, they're doing the right things at the right time when no one is watching. So my first one is, this girl is so kind and respectful to others. She possesses a good self-discipline, and she's always giving her best effort in her work habits. Jocelyn Barron. For my gentleman, outstanding citizen, this young gentleman and I have known each other for a very long time, and we grew to create a great relationship over some Mexican chocolate. So this person is a very dependable student. He frequently helps his classmates without being asked to do so. Matthew Zamora. All right, this student is new to George this year. She has just shown a willingness to work hard to improve in all academic areas. So my most improved student goes to Joanna Trejo. And our last award, of course, is the Student of the Year Award. Again, it's just like everyone else has said, this person could win them all. And this person he demonstrates a willingness and a conscientious effort to his daily work. He has a positive attitude and is a role model to others. Juan Martinez.
All right, and I had the pleasure of teaching math and science for myself, my class, Ms. Lopez's class, and Ms. Morris's class. Student of the year in math for Ms. Morris's class is a student who was always thinking through problems, always working to show his work, and so I'm proud to give this to Daniel Solis. Good job, sir. Good job. In my homeroom class, this student is always a hard worker. She was not afraid to ask questions whenever something didn't make sense, and she always worked to show her work through the problem. Kira Mesa. Good job. In science, in Ms. Morris's class, the student of the year just showed a natural interest in science, was always making really great observations, always writing what she found in her notebook. So this award goes to Kylie Januna. Good job, Kylie. Woo! In my homeroom, this student also showed just a natural interest in science. When we started a passion project, he chose a science topic to research, and I'm very convinced that one day we will see a famous scientist out of Yone Sol. Like all the other teachers have said, Citizenship Award are students that we can just always look to be safe, responsible, respectful. They're super polite, super wonderful students. My two students in my homeroom are Francine Candle and Alexis Del Angel. This next award is for a student who is always a great listener, always working hard, just really, again, everything you would ask for in a student, and who really worked hard throughout the whole entire year, Jimmy Marquez. And last, Student of the Year award, a student that, again, could have received all of these awards, super effort throughout the school, in our classroom, but in the whole entire building, Levi Newman.
Okay, this next award is called the President's Education Excellence Award, and it is given to students who have shown excellence throughout their elementary career. It's based off of some test scores, but it's also based off of their language. If they've done well learning the English language, that is also part of it. So they're going to receive a certificate, a special letter from President Joe Biden, and a pin. So when we call your names up here, we ask that you come and stay so that your parents can take a picture at the end. Okay, so we're going to start with Miss Sebo's class. Jesus Abaran Barroso. Joshua Allen. Santiago Campos Barroso. Hayden Hernandez. Karen Martinez Vasquez. Renee Mendez Morales. Jamie Moran Figueroa. Francisco Perez Martinez. Brittany Tinoco Saucedo. And Macy Vera. We'll wait for Macy to get up here, and then if you're a parent or a guardian of Miss Sebo's class, you may take a picture if you would like. Smile pretty. Okay, good job, guys. Y'all go sit down.
Our next class that we are going to present for the President's Education Awards Program is Ms. Fryer's class. Our first student is Daniela Figueroa. Our next student, Neymar Garcia Araujo. Then we have Evelyn Ramos Dimas. Next, we have Gavin Sportsman. Jaden Vargas Flores. Camelia Ward. Lou Joran. Allison Osorio. And Ashley Rivera Figueroa.
These are the students from Mrs. Morris's homeroom. Jessica Aguilar Perez. Joshua Espinosa. Renaud Kareem. Dana Mariscal. Juan Martinez Arajo. Victoria Mojica. Larry Ra Arroyo. Landon Robertson. Jen Luis Rodriguez. Daniel Solis. Bauman Tanajan. Kaylana Traslavina. Janelli Villafuerte. Corbin Williams. Matthew Zamora Reyes.
Y'all can go, thank you. All right, we're ready for Mrs. Lopez's class. All right, Miguel Alvaro Gonzalez. How do you say his last name? Ooh. Jose Luis Aguillas. Alexis Del Angel Medina. Alejandra Gonzalez. Noah Lee. Nicholas Matthew. Levi Newman. Yone Saul. And Audrey Vasquez. Boys and girls start earning the right to get this award in 4th grade. It is based off some of their 4th grade scores as well. So they've been working towards this for quite a while. We're going to turn it over to Ms. Hernandez and get ready for our diplomas.
Okay. 5th graders, clap once if you can hear me. Clap 2 times if you can hear me. All right, we're going to start with our certificates of completion of 5th grade. So when I call your name, you're going to walk across the stage. Anthony Ayala. Ronaldo Aldaco. Aiden Andraca Gonzalez. Ketian Belu. Jaylene Benitez Ponce. Jaden Caceres. Alejandro Escorza. Daniela Figueroa. Neymar Garcia Araujo. Isabella Garcia. Christopher Gutierrez. Bradley Isaac. Sylvia Jebois. Jax Jones. Lou Joran. Anderson Luna Escobar. Mia Madison. Geraldine Martinez Laguna. Adrián Mejía Araujo. Allison Osorio. Nika Ralfo. Evelyn Ramos Dimas. Ashley Rivera Figueroa. Anthony Roman. Gavin Sportsman. Jasia Tartias. Jaden Vargas Flores. Camelia Ward. And now for Ms. Lopez's class. Miguel Álvaro González. José Luis Argüelles. Francine Candle. Claudia Chavarria. Alexis del Ángel Medina. José Luis Gómez. Alejandra González. Unity 2. Marianne Ibarra. Isaac Juarez. Amaya Khalid. Noah Lee. Eric Loredo Garcia. Jimmy Marquez. Kira Mesa. Nicholas Matthew. Vanessa Nava. Levi Newman. Brian Ramirez. Melanie Rivas. Alexa Rodriguez Ramirez. Damian Ruiz. Ian Salazar Medrano. Yone Saul. Audrey Vasquez. Andrés Vélez Carrera. And now for Miss Morris's class. Samaris Acosta Morales. Jessica Aguilar Perez. Delilah Antuna. Jocelyn Barron Sierra. Myra David. Joshua Espinosa. Kyra Hager. Kaylee Januna. Renard Kareem. Kane Lancaster. Dana Mariscal. Alexis Martinez. Juan Jose Martinez Araujo. Victoria Mojica. Alexander Ortiz Araujo. Amari Perea. Larry Raya Araujo. Jean Luis Rodriguez. Daniel Solís. Alexander Saint-Saver. Ballman Tanijan. Kaylana Treslavinia. Joanna Trejo Yahweh. Janelli Villafuerte. Corbin Williams. Dulce María Zambrano. Matthew Zamora Reyes. And now for Miss Sebo's class. Netley Avon. Jesús Albarán Barroso. Joshua Allen. Cristal Araujo. Santiago Campos Barroso. Kaysen Cordell. Hayden Hernandez. Karen Martinez Vasquez. Renee Mendez Morales. Alondra Mendoza Torres. Edgar Montes Manjares. Genesis Morales. Jamie Morán Figueroa. Sophia Nash. Kaylee Ortiz. Francisco Pérez Martínez. Genesis Perez Miranda. Kevin Rico. José Rodríguez Ponce. Landon Sheridan. Layla Sutton. Brittany Tinoco Saucedo. Macy Vera. Jake Villarruel. A big round of applause to all our fifth graders. Okay, before we turn on the slideshow, I just want to say, I know. After the slideshow, parents, you are free to take your child, your student, and you may exit through the back after the slideshow, okay?